Welcome to Mind Awakened. How often do your emotions control your actions? How many times have you said or done something you later regret because your feelings took over? Emotions are powerful. They can inspire, connect, and guide us to make meaningful decisions. But when left unchecked, they can lead us down paths of anger, regret, and turmoil. The key is not to suppress these emotions, but to master them. Today we'll explore 10 transformative Buddhist lessons, practices, and principles passed down through centuries. These teachings will help you regain control, respond to life's challenges with clarity, and find a deeper sense of peace in your daily interactions. Imagine a life where your emotions no longer rule you, where you navigate difficult situations with grace and confidence, and where your relationships with others and yourself flourish like never before. That life is possible, and it begins here. Let's dive into the first lesson on this journey toward emotional freedom together. Lesson 1. Awareness is the first step. To master your emotions, you must first become aware of them. Emotional control begins with mindfulness, which means being fully present, not lost in past thoughts or future worries. It allows you to observe your emotions and respond rather than react. Consider an analogy. If a small spark lands on dry wood, noticing it immediately allows you to extinguish it with ease. Ignoring it could lead to a fire that's much harder to control. Your feelings act the same way. For example, irritation can start as a small spark. If you don't catch it, it can grow into anger or frustration, resulting in regretful outcomes. A practical example: when criticized, your instant reaction might be to lash out or become defensive. But with mindfulness, you can stop, notice how hurt or anger feels, and choose how to respond. Take a deep breath, let the criticism pass, and avoid letting the situation spiral. Practicing mindfulness is like strength training. This skill improves with practice. First, pay attention. Pay attention to your emotions throughout the day. Notice how these reactions feel physical, like tension in your chest, a quickened heartbeat, or a tightening jaw. As you practice this awareness, you create the ability to pause and choose your response more naturally. This awareness shifts the control of emotions into your hands, allowing you to master them. By recognizing and addressing emotions before they escalate, you set yourself on a path toward emotional freedom. Lesson 2 is about impermanence. Understanding that nothing, including emotions, is permanent becomes a powerful tool for managing reactions. Emotions are like passing clouds or waves on the ocean. They rise, peak, and eventually subside. Recognizing this, you learn that no emotion, however intense, lasts forever. This understanding helps you navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace as you respond with calmness and wisdom. Remember, every emotion you experience will eventually pass. In life, finding balance is key. It's about steering away from extremes and embracing harmony in both our actions and emotions. Neither letting emotions run wild nor suppressing them is the answer. Instead, acknowledge and process them without letting them dictate your actions. Walking this balanced path allows for calm, reasoned responses to life's challenges. Imagine walking a tightrope. To move forward, you must maintain balance. Lean too far, and you risk falling. The same applies to emotions. Indulging too much in anger or sadness can overwhelm you, while suppressing them can lead to internal tension and eventual outburst. The middle way teaches us to recognize emotions without clinging to them. If someone cuts you off in traffic, losing your temper or pretending it didn't bother you are both extremes. Instead, acknowledge the irritation, take a deep breath and let it go, preserving your peace. This approach doesn't deny emotions, but allows you to feel without losing control. Over time, practicing this balanced approach leads to greater emotional stability and peace. The middle way offers a steady, balanced path, unshaken by emotional extremes, enhancing emotional resilience and bringing calm and clarity to everyday decisions. Lesson 4 involves training the mind. Just like physical exercise strengthens the body, consistent meditation builds mental resilience, keeping calm in stressful situations. Meditation is an effective tool for developing this strength. Meditation cultivates emotional control by allowing you to observe your thoughts and emotions without impulsive reactions. With practice, it fosters inner stillness, helping you remain calm in challenging situations. Picture a serene lake. Its surface is undisturbed until a stone is thrown, creating ripples. Your mind is like this lake. Without meditation, life's chaos stirs emotions and thoughts, making peace elusive. But with regular meditation, your mind remains tranquil, even amid life's storms. You don't need hours of meditation daily. Just 5 to 10 minutes focusing on your breath can suffice. This simple mindfulness practice builds a centered, focused mind, helping you handle stress with ease. Over time, you'll react to challenges with peace and clarity. When someone doesn't respond to you, it's easy to assume they're upset, indifferent, or ignoring you intentionally. This kind of narrative can lead to anxiety and frustration. The reality is there are countless reasons for a delay. They might be busy or missed your message. To avoid unnecessary emotional distress, pause and ask yourself if the story you're telling is true. Can you be certain of the facts? By questioning these stories, you allow yourself to escape reactive emotions, replacing negative assumptions with neutral or positive ones. Detachment isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about observing them without being trapped in their narratives. Releasing these stories breaks the cycle of emotional reactivity, fostering balanced responses. Training yourself to detach empowers you to face life's challenges with clarity and stability. Embracing compassion for yourself and others can profoundly reduce conflict. Recognizing our shared human experience of imperfection and vulnerability fosters patience, understanding, and emotional peace. A story from the Buddha about Kisa Gotami illustrates this. After losing her child, she sought help to bring him back to life. Buddha asked her to find a mustard seed from a house untouched by death. As she discovered every family knew loss, she developed deep compassion for her own and others' suffering, realizing death and suffering are universal. Understanding that grief and life's challenges are transient allows us to respond with compassion rather than judgment or frustration. Instead of reacting with anger when someone cuts you off in traffic, consider they might be having a tough day just like you. If you make a mistake or feel stuck, offer yourself the same kindness you'd extend to a friend. Cultivating compassion helps you move past emotional battles, release resentment, and forgive, softening your inner dialogue. Recognizing that everyone is on a similar journey allows you to navigate life's triggers with empathy and peace. This practice not only heals relationships, but also nurtures emotional freedom and growth, teaching us to detach from the ego. The ego often amplifies emotions and demands defense, leading to conflict. By quieting this inner noise, we gain wisdom and balance. The ego, always seeking attention, can distort reality when it feels threatened. Remember, your ego is not your true self. By detaching from it, you can observe your emotions without being overwhelmed, allowing you to feel without being dictated by the ego. Practicing the art of observing your thoughts helps in detaching from the ego. When you feel intense emotions, ask yourself if this reaction stems from your ego or your true self. Begin the new year with a pause, igniting a renewed passion for your goals and hope for happiness. Feeling without judgment creates space between impulse and response, allowing thoughtful reactions. Embrace humility. Remember, everyone has flaws, including you. You don't need to prove your worth or defend your position. By letting go of the need to be right, you cultivate peaceful and grounded responses. Detaching from the ego reduces emotional intensity, fostering inner calm. In challenging moments, stepping back from the ego leads to balanced, less overwhelming reactions. Vulnerability, often mistaken for weakness, is a source of strength. Allow yourself to feel deeply and authentically without fear. By embracing emotions as part of the human experience, we grow and build resilience. Just as a seed must split open to grow, we must embrace vulnerability to unlock our potential. A renowned Buddhist teacher illustrates this by sharing her own fears and vulnerabilities, integrating them into personal growth and understanding. Instead of avoiding difficult emotions, embrace them as opportunities for growth. This approach can lead to a deeper peace with yourself and the world. Consider Michael's story. He was taught to hide his feelings, but when his father passed away, he struggled to cope. Initially, he maintained a facade of strength, which left him frustrated and isolated. Eventually, Michael allowed himself to cry and release his pain, which led to healing and improved relationships. Embracing vulnerability doesn't equate to weakness. It's about recognizing emotions as integral to who you are. By accepting your feelings, you gain the power to transform them into strength, providing a foundation to navigate life's challenges. Vulnerability opens the door to emotional freedom. Find a comfortable place, close your eyes, and use your breath to create space. Allow yourself to simply be, without the need to think, judge, or plan. Observe your thoughts and emotions without attachment. As you settle in, you'll notice your mind quieting and your emotions softening. There's no need to force your mind to stop thinking. Let thoughts drift like clouds across the sky. With practice, this stillness builds emotional resilience. In the midst of life's busyness or stress, you can return to this calm place. Focus on stillness, even at emotional peaks, giving yourself time to pause before reacting. Silence doesn't demand hours of meditation, it just requires slowing down for peace. Making stillness a daily practice enhances emotional clarity and strength, helping you find balance during tough times. Remember, the answers you seek already lie within. Letting go is a powerful Buddhist teaching, encouraging us to release what no longer serves us. By surrendering to life's flow, we manage emotions better. Holding tightly to expectations increases frustration and anxiety. Like sand slipping through fingers, the tighter we grip, the less we hold. Relax your grip, let things unfold naturally, and ease the pressure of forcing them to be something they're not. This isn't about being passive or indifferent, but about desiring without clinging. Imagine you're frustrated because things aren't going as planned. Letting go means accepting what is without trying to change or control it. Recognize that you can't control everything, only your own actions and responses. This is a powerful aspect of letting go. You can't dictate how others behave or the outcome of every situation. Accepting this ends the internal struggle, allowing you to flow with life. rather than against it. Letting go also involves releasing attachment to emotions, letting them pass through without holding on. Emotions are temporary, and by not clinging to them, you diminish their power over you. Through continuous practice and patience, you can recognize when you're holding on too tightly. With this practice, you learn to live with ease, flow, and emotional freedom. True peace comes from releasing the need for control. Each mastered reaction brings you closer to freedom and peace. Emotional mastery is a journey, not a destination. It's about choosing awareness over reactivity, compassion over judgment, and stillness over chaos. Every step toward understanding your emotions and detaching from their power leads to a life of clarity and inner peace. I'd love to hear your experiences with these lessons. Have you struggled with emotional reactions? What practices have helped you find balance? Please share your thoughts in the comments. We're all on this journey together, and your insights might help someone else. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Together, we can spread the wisdom of emotional mastery and create a more peaceful world. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.